Hey everybody, Tasha here with TV Zumba, and tonight we are going to make Spanakopita healthy style. So instead of the phyllo dough that has all kinds of stuff in it, we're going to be making a cauliflower crusted Spanakopita, and it's going to be kind of like a Spanakopita slash quiche, because it's going to have some eggs, it's going to have some feta, it's going to have, of course, some spinach, and we're going to wrap it all in this nice, well, we're not going to wrap it, we're going to cook it all in this nice cauliflower crust. So what I did is I steamed a whole head of cauliflower, and then I put it through the food processor, and then I put a giant piece of cheesecloth out on the countertop, and after I food processed, now you see my feet. Awesome. That's okay. This is one for the blooper reel, I guess. So anyways, after I squeezed all of the excess juice out of the cauliflower and the cheesecloth, then I put it in I had 2 egg whites with about 2 tablespoons of Parmesan mixed in, and then the squeezed out cauliflower, food processed cauliflower mixed in with the egg and the Parmesan cheese. So this is going to be our crust. So here's what it looks like beforehand. Now we have the pie plate spritzed with some, I think I used coconut oil because it's going to be baked at really high, and you don't want to use olive oil baked at really high. So then you just put it all in the plate, and then we're going to smash it into the plate and make a crust. So here we go. I'm going to put it all in there and smash it down, and then here, I'll bring it over to you so you can see. This is pretty thick, so I'm gonna squeeze it around like so. It's pretty thick. We don't want it to be that thick at the bottom. We want it to be thick enough. And then we're gonna bake it at 400 for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on A, how much moisture you have, B, how hot your oven actually goes, and C, how much cauliflower you actually have, because this head was a pretty giant head of cauliflower. There's my oven, it's ready. So I'm going to smash this up and put it in. Okay, so there we are. I'm going to put it in the oven at 400, set the timer for, I'm going to start it with 15 minutes, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go longer than 15 minutes, but I just like to check on it. So I'll see you with the finished product in just a sec. Okay, so our pie crust is done. I think it's done anyways. Let's take it out of the oven and see. Okay. So this is what she looks like when she's all baked up and ready. I'm going to put foil around the edges so they don't burn, and then we're going to put our mixture inside. So I already cut up the scallions over here. I have the egg whites, the eggs, the oregano, and the feta cheese in here, just waiting for our spinach to be added in. Oh, that was the, okay. So that's that. We're going to throw this in there, mix it up, add our spinach, mix it up, and then put everything inside the pie shell, and then pop it back in the oven for another, that was 25 minutes that the crust was in at 400, and then we're going to put it back for another 35 to 40 minutes. I need the spinach. Whoops, my bad. All right, so we're going to go over here, grab the spinach that I squeezed all the juice out of all the water, not juice, water out of the spinach. And now we're gonna get that a good mix up there. See that? And get everything all mixed together, and then put it back in our pie crust. And then, like I said, pop her back in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. We're gonna keep an eye on it. I always like to set the timer a little bit less than what it actually calls for, so I can check on it, right? Because we wanna make sure that it's not overcooked. Like if you set the timer, if it says 35 to 40 minutes and you set the timer for 40 and it's burnt, no bueno. So, got this all mixed together. Fantastic. Like I said, I'm gonna put some tin foil around my edges so the top does not burn because it's already pretty brown. So I don't want it to get any more brown. I just want it to cook with the filling inside of it. So I like to do this with my pies too, like Thanksgiving time when I make the pumpkin pies. I like to cover my crust edges so they don't burn, because when you have a high temperature oven, it tends to burn. Oh, this is my spatula slash spoon. Okay, so we have all of our ingredients added in here right now, and we've got our pie crust ready. So just pour this puppy in the pie crust and then smooth it out. So the recipe that I have below is a recipe for a regular box of frozen spinach, like the 10-ounce box of frozen spinach, and 3/4 cup of feta, and then 6 egg whites, 2 eggs, scallions, and oregano. I, on the other hand, because I like to play with my recipes, as everybody knows, I like to add more spinach. I used a bag of organic spinach, which comes in, what was it? I think it was 16 ounces. It was 2 cups, yeah. So it was 16 ounces of spinach, and I used a whole cup of feta cheese. And then I downed it to 4 egg whites and 2 whole eggs. So this recipe that I'm doing is a tad different than the recipe I'm going to give you below, but I'm sure it's going to turn out the same. I just like to play with my recipes and see how things turn out. I've done it the other way before and it was delish, but I want to try this way because it's more spinach, more feta, less egg, so it's less quiche, more actually spanakopita-y, if you will. All right, so here we go. Here's what it looks like before it goes in the oven, and I'll show you guys a picture what it looks like when it comes out, and that's probably going to be the front cover. So I will see you guys on the other side. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, and whichever direction that is, and the notification bell so you never miss a workout, a Zumba dance, or a healthy meal. So catch you guys next time. Bye.